I will be brutally honest. Ain't nothing but being brutally honest. Coming at you with another video.
What is up, everybody? Ladies and gentlemen, let's welcome our special guest. He happens to be the realest Chargers fan. He calls himself Chargers Truther, man. What is going on, my guy?
What up, man? Thank you for having me. Pleasure to be here.
It's a pleasure to have you on once again. It's been a minute, but it's great to catch up once again on the offseason.
Yes, it is. Give me a second to crack this Corona right here.
And then do what you want.
Oh, cheers, bro. Let me pop some
do whatever you want, man.
Some limes in here.
Limes and all that, dude. But speaking of the offseason, man, I mean, I guess Chargers did whatever they did, but they did fire the head coach, and now you see that he – so what was your thoughts when they had to move on from Staley? Dude, it was just a disaster from right off the bat, man.
Yeah. Well, honestly, bro, I might sound wild, but I really don't blame Staley that much. I know a lot of people are going to freak out when I say that, but like I told you, I tell everyone every single time, the problem was our general manager, Tom Telesco. He was in his 11th year, had a losing record over 11 years, only 2 playoff wins, and those were wild card wins. Over 11 years, this dude built weak rosters, no run game, no nothing. I was so happy to know that guy was finally fired. He went to the Raiders. I don't know why they hired him, but maybe he learned from his ways. Staley was kind of like somewhat like he wasn't great either, I don't think, but it's good, bro. It was good. Good change. Change was definitely needed with the Chargers. Always disappointing. We need to turn the chapter and get on with it. You know, it was good.
I mean, it took so long for him to finally get fired. That general manager's been there for like decades.
Dude, I know it's because he drafted players like Herbert, who 6th overall pick. So he only got that pick because he sucked the year before. Like Joey Bosa was like what, a 4th overall pick. Got that from sucking the year before. Derwin James, okay, that he fell to him, you know. So he hits on certain of these big name dudes, but they're first rounders that he mostly gets from having bad seasons the year before. So it's like, and everyone's like, oh, he gets good talent. Joey Bosa, Justin Herbert, freaking Keenan Allen. Okay, that's probably his best pick he ever got. But yeah, bro, it's like this is a win or loss. You're judged by wins and losses, not who you draft in the first round. It's wins or losses or get fired for everyone. Everyone is judged by wins and losses, in my opinion.
Yeah, it is judged by wins and losses, and that's how the business goes. But what really caught my attention on this move was, man, so Jim Harbaugh comes right back, but on the other side of California. That's mind-blowing. Like, who would have thought the guy who won a national championship for Michigan just comes right back to the NFL and takes the Chargers job, man?
Yeah.
It's mind-blowing.
Yeah, I think I didn't really know how, because there was a lot of rumors that he was going to come, but I didn't know how truthful they were, how realistic they were. But yeah, we're happy to have this dude come in here, a dude that can just like lead the show, just do things his way, because obviously, clearly, nobody in the Chargers organization knows how to win, knows what they're even looking for. So if there's a dude that thinks he knows how to win, he's done it before. You know, he's took you guys to 3 NFC
3 NFC championships, but he's taken us to the Super Bowl. But he knows what it takes to win, and
Yeah.
One thing about Jim Harbaugh that really stands out about him is he's an aggressive guy, so he don't give a damn what y'all think, man. Like that's just his mindset, man.
Yeah.
Like he don't care about competition. He wants to get better, but he wants to rub it to you at times.
Yeah, and that's what we need, but we need a dude that is like that, but backs it up with wins, because Tom Telesco seemed like a dude that wanted to run the show, thought he knew, he thought he was all smart, and like, they called him Coupon Tom. Like, that's not the dude I want leading my team. A coupon dude, come on. So we want a good leader, like dude that's gonna lead the show, but you need to back it up with wins, and I think that starts with strengthening the
Changing the
trenches.
culture.
Changing the culture, bro, and that starts with rush offense, rush defense, and strengthen the trenches. No more relying on pass offense. Like, it's great, but you got to do the fundamentals right, and that's what we're hoping for.
I think that's what you were so frustrated about. You were saying, dude, we got to run the ball a little bit more.
Absolutely, you're just better. They're just weak as fuck, as long as I can remember.
And you kept saying that's what really hurt Justin Herbert's passing game, because he kept throwing it too damn much.
Yeah, and it's just like there's like Chargers mainstreamers. I'm not gonna name anybody, obviously, but these guys were like, "Oh, but why would you want to take the ball out of your best player's hands?" It's like, bro, this is a team fucking game, dude. This is not flag football, bro. You need to hit on all cylinders. Like, you need to take it out of Justin Herbert's hands and then use him when the time's right. Like, be more precise, I guess, or efficient. You gotta be efficient.
More efficient on certain ways, but yeah. But since you're looking at how the Chargers are, I think they're trying to build exactly the vibe that we had like decades ago. I think that's the kind of direction that you guys are going to. But looking at the current Niners, bro, we've been building through the trenches pretty well on D-line. So
yeah,
I feel like even though we lost the Super Bowl, we kind of feel like maybe there's a little hope. But I feel like this offseason, there's going to be a lot of teams in the NFC getting too aggressive. But I think how the Niners are approaching, they're not trying to spend too big right now. They're trying to like say, okay, Rams, go get what you want. I don't care. Cardinals, do whatever you want. You guys are going to suck for another year anyways. And Seattle, okay, all right. We see you, but not going to be an issue. Then you look at the Eagles. All right, go get Gardner Johnson back, man. We made him look like an afterthought.
Yeah.
It was like we were forcing those teams to go sign those guys, and we just didn't. Like, I don't know. Maybe our approach is just like we're just not too concerned about other needs, but seems like we're like directly trying to build to the D-line right now, and everybody keeps like complaining, like, why are we not going offensive line? Those other guys on the right side suck, and I agree with them in some perspective, but I think they're not going to try to spend too big on these guys. Look what the Rams are paying Jonah Jackson and what's his name, Kevin Dotson. They're paying them big money. Yeah. You look at the Panthers. They just paid Robert Hunt 5 years, $100 million for just a guard. Is that the kind of investment you want to have? Even though, don't get me wrong, but the Niners ain't going to pay that kind of investment right now.
Yeah, you think that you're probably going to build your offensive line through the draft this offseason, or what?
I think that's the plan. I think that's what we're going to do, is build through the draft. I don't think we have the kind of money to spend right now. Like, we're trying to save up a little more and try to build through the draft more, but I think we're just trying to build defense right now.
Yeah, that makes sense. No, I've always admired how the 49ers did things, like not realizing that, again, this is not flag football. It's not all about the pass offense, although that is very important. You got to build through the trenches, your O-line, your D-line. You got to hit hard. It's about physicality. It's about hitting. I've always respected you guys as linebackers, laying the boom and putting an intimidation into other teams, and just being there every single week, not letting other teams bully them. Like, the Chargers have been getting bullied like so much. It's cringy. It's so hard to watch,
Well, here's what's going to happen with the Chargers. You guys are going to build a bully culture with Jim Harbaugh. Jim Harbaugh embraces being the bully. So,
please.
Well, I mean, first of all, you're going to start establishing more of a balance, because you got Greg Roman, which I'm not too big on him, but he can keep your running game balance and everything. If the running game works, he's going to be a brilliant play call. But if it doesn't work at times, he can be a little too unpredictable just by experience, just because of what he is. But you look at the rest of the coaching staff, you guys got some good ones. Navarro Bowman coaching your linebackers, that's going to get better. I think Jim Harbaugh is going to bring a huge vibe of energy to this locker room that you guys have been lacking. No offense to Staley, but I think Staley's role with us being an assistant, like a defense assistant, is probably what he's going to have to be for right now.
Yeah, I agree. I mean, Staley came in with a bunch of energy, and we played well under him. The first year we went 9-8 after being like 5-win team the year before. We went up, 9-8. Then the next year we went 10-7, made the playoffs first time in like 5 years. Seemed like we were kind of, getting some momentum and stuff like that. Players were feeling it, but it was mainly still just leaning on Justin Herbert so much, just breaking his back for us. But then after that, like Herbert can only do so much, and then
that's what it is. That's what happens. I mean, you look at the injuries, like you're expecting too much from a quarterback, but he's been missing significant time now with that because he's been expecting to do too much.
Yeah, absolutely. Throwing the ball more than like any quarterback like ever has. And then the players kind of seem like they lost belief, Staley lost the locker room in that regard. I don't really necessarily think it was his fault. The roster was weak as hell. It was super weak roster. And Harbaugh is going to come in and he has a lot of work to do. But I think we believe in him and, the new GM, Horitz from the Ravens, and all these guys. Like we literally drained the swamp pretty much and got all new dudes. And there's a lot of work to do. It's not going to all be done in one off season, 1 year. It's going to be a continual process, but we're excited, man. We're all excited.
But I think part of this culture is I think you guys might be a playoff team because Harbaugh, all it takes is just bringing talent, and that's all he does. I mean, he did it in a short period with us, so why not?
Yeah.
I mean, you guys got the talent.
Yeah, I think, and another big thing is having a locker room of players that are gonna buy in and like gonna be motivated to give that 110% effort and like believe in themselves. It's confidence, it's belief. And without that, you're gonna be a 5-win team, and that's what happened.
It's not like you guys lack talent at all. You guys have a very good amount of talent, so that's gonna like if you look at the Chargers, like you guys have a gifted quarterback. It's just you guys are just making him be something he's not. Like let him be a good quarterback, but don't let him try to throw the ball too damn much.
Yeah, I mean, I mean, for one, like you could see it in Purdy and Mahomes. Like obviously they're good quarterbacks, but the team isn't literally like, all right, like fucking every single drive, do it for us. It's balanced. They're hitting on all cylinders, and that's the main difference between I think successful teams and bad teams.
So how do you feel about the loss of Austin Eckler? So he signed with the Commanders.
Yeah. Well, I mean, got to be appreciative of Austin Eckler. Everything he's done for us, undrafted free agent, exceeded everybody's expectations of what he was going to do. I appreciate so much. Sacrificed his body for us, running the ball. Tom Telesco, this is one of the reasons I really did not like this guy. How dumb do you have to be to let Austin Eckler, he's like 5'7" or 5'8", right? He's 5'8" probably. Little, smaller dude. You think this dude is going to be your running back one for like 5 years, bro? Like, who is letting this dude make these decisions? It's so ridiculous. And as you can see, we already, like, first move the Chargers made was getting running back Gus Edwards, which is something we should have done so long ago.
Physical kind of back, yeah. I mean, I think Gus Edwards is going to be like your power back, but I think now since Eckler's gone, you're going to have to look for another running back like Eckler, if not close in the draft.
Yeah, I think we're going to get a top running back in the draft. But to get back to the Eckler point, we're going to miss him. He was a good running back in his role, like a change of pace backup, but he was not the workhorse RB1, so we're going to miss him. We're going to have to replace him. He was a production monster in his role. So it's a loss. It's a big loss.
Oh yeah, and you guys just recently cut Mike Williams too, which is I guess I didn't see that coming, but then you guys have that other receiver, so
yeah. What up, CarCast? I think we did a podcast too.
Yeah, you guys did a podcast, I think last year or something. But yeah, speaking of Mike Williams, man, I mean, he wasn't staying healthy either, so that's kind of been the issue with him. Him and Keenan Allen have been the issue.
Yeah, I mean, again, Mike Williams has been in charge. He was a first-round pick for us, played 6 seasons, I believe. A lot of production there. He's a bigger dude that falls hard. He's a little injury-prone, but he's a great receiver. So much. I have so much appreciation for him for everything he did for us. He was just a cap casualty. You know, we had monster cap hits like Khalil Mack, Joey Bosa, which maybe we'll get to, Mike Williams, and then Keenan Allen. At least one of them had to go. It just happened that Mike Williams was the odd man out. And yeah, I guess it is what it is. It's sad, you know.
Well, speaking of the cap casualty, since we're going towards there, I mean, you look at Joey Bosa, you look at Khalil Mack, and quite a few other guys. Like now that they already restructured their contract. At first, it kind of seemed like a little difficult. But how do you feel about it now, since they already restructured it?
I think it's good, you know. Joey Bosa, a lot of people were saying that he was going to leave, but it's like I think this dude has like a lot of good football left in him. You know, I really believe in Joey Bosa. Obviously, he's the brother of Nick Bosa, who's like tearing it up. Like you think Nick Bosa is great, right?
Mm-hmm.
Yeah.
I
So
mean,
it's
Nick
like,
is great. Nick is great because he has the whole entire good team around him. But you look
yes.
at Joey Bosa. You look at Joey Bosa. He just hasn't been healthy on the football field.
But
It's not.
again, this is going back to the point with Tom Telesco. This dude doesn't know how to surround his stars with talent. Joey Bosa has really had like very little help. He has no defensive tackles that can do anything. He's got Khalil Mack on the other side, but it's been Joey Bosa taking double teams, doing way too much. You know, you cannot just rely on star players to carry a franchise, you know. And I think Joey Bosa, if we surround him with good talent that can take his double teams away from him, he's going to come back to his good self, you know. And I don't think it would be smart to let go of one of our best players. Just let him out the door. Like he's under contract. We don't have to let him go. So let this dude try out this new Harbaugh system at least 1 year and
See how it goes. I mean,
yeah,
I'm pretty sure he would probably buy into like Harbaugh more,
yeah,
but I think in his own heart he probably wants to go play for his brother so much.
yeah,
And I don't know if you saw the Instagram, but the mother was just pushing for this, like get him
yeah,
over here to the Niners or some shit like
yeah.
that.
But
Like
yeah, yeah. No, I know that, and it's obviously because Niners are going to like damn the Super Bowl, AFC, NFC Championship like every year.
that's the mindset we push for. We want to get those guys to put us over the top, but we've been very close, but just
Yeah,
no cigar.
yeah,
But
but I would, you know, for my words probably aren't worth very much at all, but I would challenge Joey Bosa, like, you know, be a man, stick to the team that drafted you. Don't quit on us. We're not quitting on you. Don't quit on us and help build this team into something great. We got Justin Herbert. We got something going for us too, and don't just give up on us yet. Let's make this work. You know, try it out a little bit more.
I think he's only going to give it a chance because he has like you guys have the contract control over him. So if it were him, he probably would just want to walk out and go to the Niners. That would be his mindset. But I think he's already like trying to like be convinced with Jim Harbaugh. So
Yeah,
I think him and Khalil Mack sticking around is going to have to make it even better. Because I
yeah,
mean, look at how Jim Harbaugh is going to build. He's going to build this team around, and I'm gonna like some of these little press conference from him sometimes. I'm not gonna lie. The one thing I miss about Jim Harbaugh is those press conference and those little like I don't know if you remember this part. Like I don't know if you remember like a while back, like decades ago. Remember when Harbaugh was coaching, like going against the Lions, right?
oh yeah, the
Remember
handshake.
how he just like slap handshake with
Yeah,
Jim Schwartz? But
yeah,
dude, after that, he was like talking massive. Like, dude, that one thing you're gonna like about Jim Harbaugh is his personality. That's just one
yeah,
thing.
bro. It's like, bro, bring some confidence, bring some nastiness. Like, let's stop being this like bubblegum, like cupcake, soft like team. You know, let's
He seems like a Charlie Sheen the way he looks. He looks like a Charlie Sheen on the football
okay,
field,
bro.
like a
Someone,
party pooper.
someone got to bring some attitude, man, and
Yeah,
I
bring
like
some
it. You know,
attitude to the group. I think that's
yeah,
one thing you lack, and I don't think anybody was buying it. Like, I don't think they were buying into Staley. I think, like you said, Tom Telesco was probably having him as his puppet or something.
yeah, yeah, dude. And Tom Telesco, I think that dude is absolutely spineless. I really that's Tom Telesco is the reason I even made this account to get that dude fired because that you cannot have 11 years with a losing record, 2 wild card wins. Like, who the fuck is signing off on this fool's paychecks? You know, I don't
Yeah.
know, man.
So if you ever, so if you ever, so I'll probably ask you like a funny question. So let's say hypothetically you see Tom Telesco around the area. Like let's say you're just coming around. What would you say to him? Just like if you had an interaction with him and he just bumps right into you, what would you say to the guy?
I'll be like, yo, bro, like I've been a Chargers fan since you got hired. You fucking wasted 11 years of my life, dude. And that's all I would say. I'd be like, you wasted 11 years, bro. You suck.
You know what I would have said to Trent Baalke if I was around the corner? I would say, dude, I hated your draft strategy. Why do you keep drafting injury players? You suck at your job. Why are you in Jacksonville? Why is the Jaguars keeping you around? You're that bad.
Yeah. I mean, it's just like, to me, the thing is, like, it's not that he was so bad. Like, okay, like, there's bad people, but like 11 years, bro. You couldn't have just resigned. Like, you could have just been like, all right, bro, you know what? I'm not that good at this job, to be honest. I'm just gonna resign. I got millions of dollars, probably. I'm just gonna step down now. It's like you're just gonna
Money
keep
talks, bro. Money
keep
talks.
wasting our time for 11 years, bro. Come on, bro. You know?
I mean, like they say, money talks, BS walks, man. That's just
Yeah.
Hey, Tom's getting his dollars. He ain't gonna go nowhere, bro. If you're getting your money, bro, you ain't going nowhere.
Yeah, I mean,
You know how
shit,
money
bro.
is. It can control you a little bit. That's the see. Now
Oh,
he's going to
absolutely.
the Raiders. Now there's a reason to hate him now. I
And
mean, he's on.
did you
Yeah.
see that he just let Josh Jacobs walk, bro? I hated him for letting Melvin Gordon walk, bro. Melvin Gordon was a big dude, physical, running the ball. Like, he really helped spark the rush offense. He just let him go and had Austin Eckler be RB1 for like 5 years, bro. It's like, and now he let Josh Jacobs go. Let's see how the Raiders do, you know?
Well, they do have that other running back they really like. I think that Zamir White, whatever his name is, they seem to like him a little bit more. But I think because Josh Jacobs was holding out, and I think he wanted a new contract, and the Raiders just did. That was during the previous regime. You know, the previous regime just didn't want to do nothing for him. But
Yeah, but
I think when he came into the season, he just wasn't playing up to the level. So I think that's why the Raiders said, "Hey, we're done with you."
yeah, but like, bro, you gotta like get your players motivated. Like, if your players are not motivated, they're not gonna be that good. You know, they're not gonna be as good as they can be. But like, I believe, like, if you show your players, like, yo, we want you, we need you here, bro.
We need you on the field.
We need, like, bro, what we're gonna try and make you happy, bro. We got nothing but respect for you. We want you on this team, bro. Like, what do you need from us to like be happy here? Like,
Make you better.
that's how I would treat my players. Like, bro, we like just express how much we appreciate them, how much we respect them, how much we want them to, you know, give 100% for us, you know. And if you got bad relations, your team's gonna suck, you know.
Yeah, it all comes down with communication with all these players. But like you
Yeah,
just said with the Chargers, it's kind of been like whatever with them. It's like Tom
yeah,
Telesco just was collecting paychecks and didn't give a damn. He kind of seemed like a Trent Baalke to me
yeah,
because when
bro.
we had that dude was terrible.
Yeah, bro. It just like seemed like the only time we ever saw Tom Telesco was at the end of the season conference when this fool failed. You know, we didn't do shit, and he's like, "We're gonna evaluate what we've been doing. We're gonna stick to. We believe in ourselves." Like a bunch of blah blah blah, and then he'd be disappear for the rest of the year, bro. Like, he'd be nowhere to be seen, and like he just hides in his office. But
That's how
anyways,
some of them do. That's how some of them do. Like, but
yeah,
you'll see John Lynch around. You'll see John Lynch all around the field sometimes.
that's a man, dude. That's like a good leader, bro. I don't care who it is. Be on the sideline. Be in the view of the public. You know, like, stand up.
That's what he is.
Yeah.
He's on the field too, so he's watching.
That's good. That's what I want.
But you see that with him, like a lot of the general managers and all the other people, you don't see that often. Like some of them do, but not all
Yeah.
of them.
I mean, yeah,
I
bro.
mean, it could be worse with other teams. I mean, you do got the Cowboys who don't have that much expectation no more because of Jerry Jones. At least you don't
Yeah.
have an owner who wants that media spotlight.
Yeah, I mean, wins cure everything. Like, everyone has got to be judged by wins and losses, and that's all there is to it, you know.
So, how do you feel about this year's draft, man? You gotta think of what the Chargers are going to go with. Since Jim Harbaugh is the first year of being the head coach, being the head coach of
Yeah.
the Chargers, what do you think his mindset's going to be headed into this draft?
Well, I mean, I think it's different between the first round pick and the rest of the draft. Like, we got the 5th pick. That means we literally pretty much get our choice at a top non-quarterback. So we're gonna go after a blue chip player. I don't think that we need receiver. Like, I don't think receiver is our biggest need, or even really a top 5 need at all. We have a lot of needs, bro. But the talent in Malik Neighbors, Marvin Harrison Jr., and even Brock Bowers, if if he's, if Neighbors and Harrison Jr. are gone, I think we're gonna get one of those three dudes. But I would say I like Neighbors maybe a little bit more than Marvin Harrison, but I like them both. So I think we're gonna take one of those guys, and then we have to take a defensive tackle, a big dude. You know that dude Tavondre Sweat from the Longhorns?
Oh yeah, that Texas dude. That dude's like 360 freaking pounds, and dude, he runs like freaking like I never seen before.
Like, dude, we need that type of dude to just fuck up the middle of the field. Let Joey Bosa
eating up the buffet of the field and open up those lanes, bro. That's what you want. You want that clog eating guy that opens up the lanes for your DNs and your linebackers, which we do that all the time.
Exactly. That's what we've been missing, bro. It's going to be good for Bosa, going to be good for Matt, going to be good for the whole team. So we need a defensive tackle, and then we need a running back. We need a running back. Can't just rely on Gus Edwards. The dude, it's a 17-game season. You need to have some dude behind him, get him a young buck and split carries. Definitely need that.
There is this young running back that you can get in the later rounds, but I heard he's got some huge upside. Like this guy from Louisville is a fast freaking running back. Isaac Guerrero. Oh my God, this dude runs but dude, he's a big running back. He runs quick, like 4.3, almost 4.2 speed.
I haven't seen that guy, but yeah, there's some dudes coming out that I like. Trey Benson, Jalen Wright from Tennessee, freaking Jonathan Brooks, even though he's coming off of ACL. There's a few of these guys. I want like a dude that can do it all, like a balanced that can grow into the RB1.
There's different types of backs. Like I think the one you might want to get as the closest to an Austin Eckler is this one dude named Sheridan. Forget his name. I had him on my show last year because he was a college prospect, but he wasn't entering the draft until this year. But he's a kid from Monmouth University or something. I'm gonna look up his name because I had him on my show last year. He was a running back from a very small college, but he's like a small kind of back that can catch the ball off the backfield. Very effective running back. Like I think he's an all-purpose back, but he's not the kind of every down back. But he would be like your Austin Eckler replacement.
Yeah, I could see that, maybe. But, like, bro, I'm trying to draft – like, here's where – I mean, I differ from the Chargers mainstream in many, many ways. But another way is that I want a running back literally, like, second round, third round. Between second and third round, I want a running back, a top dude. People are saying we need cornerback, which we do. We are missing a starting cornerback. But – we got to run the ball, bro. We got to run the ball. We
got to get somebody who can be an every down back. But Gus Edwards is more like your physical back, but I think he's like he needs a complimentary so he can stay healthy.
Absolutely. So
I mean, like you said, Trey Benson's a good one, but there's other running backs in this draft class there's this other running back from USC, Marshawn Lloyd. I heard he's pretty raw.
Good. Yeah.
Isn't that Washington running back Dylan Johnson or something?
I don't know him. I've heard of Bucky Irving from Oregon.
Yeah,
he looked kind of quick.
Yeah, he's quick too. And then there's another one. I forget the other running back. There was another good running back. Oh, yeah, the Michigan running back is badass.
Oh, yeah, Corum? Yeah, maybe we'll take Corum, bro. Oh, my
God, dude, you got to get that dude.
Yeah, dude, I'd be down. I just want to run the ball and hit hard. Like, that's how the Chargers become great.
You guys might as well draft all Michigan players then.
Maybe, bro. Shit, bro. I wouldn't be mad.
There's some good ones. There's some really good ones. They got the receiver Roman Wilson who runs pretty fast. He's a nice slot receiver you guys can have on your team. And then that running back. And then there's that. I think that Zach Zenter is pretty raw. Then I don't know who the other guy is, but they got a couple other O linemen that are pretty raw.
Yeah, I mean, I'd have to look into it more.
Junior Colson's a linebacker from Michigan, pretty raw too. And then they got this one guy at Michigan who's kind of like a clone of Max Crosby, but he's got some raw potential. Braden McGregor.
Okay.
He's all tattoo up. Looks like he looks like he'd be like Max Crosby out there, dude.
All right, I'd be down. Yeah, someone with some nastiness, some edge, and someone that's not afraid to hit and like really be a punisher. That's the type of players we need. We need hitters.
There is that one. There is like another cornerback they got also, but he's like, dude, he had the most shutdowns all season, and he had like 6 picks for Michigan.
Sandstrill, I think, something like that.
Yeah, Sandstrill. Yeah, that dude's good.
Yeah, and again, like, bro, we got Jim Harbaugh, and our DC is Jesse Minter, the defensive coordinator from Michigan. So, who knows these guys better than him? better than them, So
Yeah, he would
I
have
could
some
see it.
connections. He would have some connections towards those guys, but I would think those were good fits right there if you guys had to go those different routes.
Yeah.
I mean, how do you, I mean, I think you were too. I think you were very excited about the Greg Roman hiring, so you're just hoping that it's more of a balance instead of being
Yeah.
forced.
I mean, yeah, people can talk about like, oh, Greg Roman, like the pass game is gonna be weak and like he's gonna be running the ball too much. But like, bro, we got Justin Herbert. Like, why? Like Herbert is gonna be Herbert. Like nobody is dumb enough to like limit Herbert. Like not have him throw it deep, not have him throw it so much. Like how could you, who is dumb enough to take your best player and limit him and like not let him do what he's best at? He's gonna be who he is.
Yeah, I mean, you saw. Okay, so Greg Roman's track record, even though it's up and down, but you see what he did with Lamar Jackson. He won the MVP that year. I mean, in 2019.
Yeah, if you look at Greg Roman's quarterbacks, he had Kaepernick and Lamar Jackson. I mean, those guys are dudes that are not exactly.
And he coached Tyrod Taylor. He made Tyrod Taylor pretty legit too. So it's not like his resume is the worst, but still, people just question his little bit of his running game sometimes. But I think as long as the running game works well, I think you guys have an effective way to score quickly than most people. But
yeah, for sure, bro.
I think what's interesting about Jim Harbaugh is he's gonna bring a type of brand that you guys are gonna be like, just for you as a Charger fan, you're gonna be like so into it. Like it's just instead of what you were saying, where you guys were so frustrated about how you guys are just lacking that physicality, bro. You're gonna have some of that physicality. You're gonna have that little bully mentality. You're gonna brag about it's gonna be like you guys, your players are gonna brag and get a little cocky, but they're gonna come up and be a little physical and get under the opponent's head a little bit.
Yeah, bro, and that's what we need because if you think about it, like I'll answer it first. I'll ask the question, then I'll answer it first. But like, when I think of the biggest bully teams, like the bully teams in the NFL, I think of Niners and I think of Chiefs. Like, those are the teams that lay the hit the most and are bullies, bro. Like they're not scared of no team. And I'm sure there's other ones out there, but it's no surprise.
There's quite a few teams who were bullies, but there were short-term bullies for that time. Like the Eagles, for example, they were a bully for a short minute.
Yeah.
Then you saw it with on the AFC. I think it's just it can go. It was Bengals for a little bit, and then it just kind of like whatever it was. But I think if it goes well, I think Texans might be more of a bully now because the Ravens are definitely bullies, yeah. But Texans are building something.
Ravens were one step away, and didn't they lose in the AFC Championship?
Yeah, they did. They were one step away, but they were building something good.
Yeah, that's no surprise, bro. The biggest bully teams are making it closest to the Super Bowl, bro. And that's how I think that's football, bro. When you think about football, you think about hitting, you think about physicality, violence. Like that's what it's all about, dude,
Yeah, you gotta make a statement kind of mentality.
Yeah, and I think a lot of people, especially people who have never played the game, like have no real ball experience, and there's a lot of them in the Chargers mainstreamers, never played ball, have never put a helmet on, never. If they did,
and they criticize and think they know something. I kind of get annoyed by some of those. See, I get some of those from the Niners content creators community also because at least when I played the game, at least I understood what the position and what I was supposed to do. Like when I criticized Jake Brendo, I criticized him because I played center before, so I knew what I.
You good, bro?
Nah, must have been my wife, but I think somebody's. No, but it's all good. But but it was like you know how like in the way how they play, right? They just come up at a surprise, and it's just like physicality.
Bro, it's like if you never played the game, like bro, every time I put my helmet on,
you come with vengeance. Like, see, when I came to play the game, dude, I came with anger. I took it on them.
That's what you need, bro.
Yeah, it's like therapy in some ways.
Yeah. Like, well, for me, I was always a smaller player. I was a little running back. I'd be quick. I'd avoid contact. I'd be like juking and shit. But I would be scared every time I put that helmet on. I would have to keep my head on a swivel, bro. I'm fucking looking. I'm not trying to get hit. It's scary, bro. People that have never played the game don't understand that. They don't understand what football is really about. They think it's literally just flag football. Oh, just run a fucking fade route. Just go run a post corner.
Dude, some of them think that way, and I said, dude, it really depends on how you see the plays execute. Because if you can't execute it, it don't matter.
It's like, bro,
like as an offensive lineman or a D line, I know how plays work. Oh yeah, run the play. Well, if we block the right way, it could work. Yes,
Yeah.
but I keep pointing the weakest position. I keep saying we need to get a better center. And I kept pointing for Jake Brendel to get replaced. I keep saying this is why we're not effective as good at times, because of that damn center. We need to get a better center. And a lot of the Niners community are kind of too denial about it. And I said, dude,
bro.
Look what he's doing. This is what I'm saying. Look, when we had Alex Mack, we didn't have a problem with that. When we had Weston Richburg and quite a few other dudes, there wasn't issues with that. I mean, yeah, the right side is a problem also, but it all starts with the center too.
Yeah, I mean, center is huge. But again, back to my point, these dudes think it's just pass the ball. Post corner, I'll hit you on the 5-step drop, But it's like everyone's got a plan until you get hit in the face. You get dropped on your ass real hard, and then you realize like, oh shit, like bro, like you either get back up with some attitude, or you're like, oh shit, like what are we gonna do now?
Down on the floor.
Yeah, and it's like, bro, that's why you need hitters to do that to their team, or to get up and be like, all right, you hit me, let's go then. Like we're still here. Like let's run it back.
And that's what makes it so good about when you play this game. But one thing about playing the position is you got to have a physicality, you got to have a purpose. And I don't just criticize players just for the hell of it. If I see something that I'm not really liking, I'm gonna call them out, and I don't care what they think of me. I mean, so they've called me the biggest hater on Jake Brendel because I've actually been pointing the issue with him. But now, very little bit of the community is starting to understand where I'm pointing towards the issue. Now they're trying to say, oh, yeah, we do need to replace the center now.
Bro, I know.
I've been saying it for the last 2 years or last couple of years. I've been saying this guy sucks.
The same type of thing has been happening to me, bro. Fucking, I've been talking about for like 2 years, 3 years, 4 years. I've been saying, well, I just started Chargers Truth in like, 2 years, 2.5 years. I'm like, bro, we need to run the ball, bro. We need to run the ball. We got to get a bigger bat. And everyone's like, oh, why would you take the ball out of Herbert's hands and stuff? And now, finally, like when they see us failing, they're like, oh, well, maybe we do need to run the ball. Maybe we can't just have – it's like, what? Like, dude, what were you thinking before? It's like so obvious,
Some of them, like even now you're starting to see like some of the content creators starting to bring up that issue. Like
exactly
when I was watching a couple of other guys like Grant, there was quite a few dudes starting to point that issue because I started putting it out there.
Yeah.
I started pointing that issue, and a lot of them kept laughing at me and say, "You don't know what you're talking about. You don't know football." And I'm like, "Are you serious? I played the game.
I know."
I even showed photos of me playing the position, and they shut up about it. And I said, "Dude, I know the game."
The thing is that, like, bro, I'll say that to these guys. I'm like, bro, I know what I'm talking about, bro. I played football like my whole life. I know what it feels like to be dropped on my ass real hard. You need to run the ball. And
center may be the most hardest position to play, but it takes the communication and it takes the proper snapping. He's tiny. Like Brendel sometimes frustrates me with his snaps, and sometimes his little blocking assignments pisses me off.
Yeah, no, but people always telling me like, oh, you don't need to play football to like know the game, bro. There's like all these people that have played football, they don't know the game. It's like always the people with zero ball experience trying to like,
they gotta have some experience. They gotta have like they do have to have some experience by playing it too. So they can't like for example, let's say we never played in the NFL, but at least if we had playing experience in high school, that would be different.
At least
or college level, but that's it.
And they're trying to discredit that experience. Like, bro, you know how many hours I spent studying plays, playing actual football? Like, bro, hundreds of hours, thousands of hours probably. And you're gonna discredit that? Like, who are you? You just look at stats and fucking watch the game just like me. They're like, come on, bro. And these are the people that people are listening to. And it's just like, come on, bro. It's just I don't know. It's frustrating. To be honest.
It's starting to be refreshing. It's starting to be refreshing that there's plenty of content creators starting to point out that issue, and everybody was giving me a hard time. Now they're kind of shutting up about it, and they're not even giving me like shout outs or credits about it because And then everybody I remember there was this one thing I was saying about a certain player, and everybody wanted this guy gone. And I said, dude, this guy's gonna break out. And I've been saying it for like when we had this guy, Diamond Lenore. I said this guy's gonna be good. And a lot of people say, oh, we got to get rid of this guy. And I'm like, dude, he's good.
What'd you see him?
And I've been watching him closely. I've been seeing what he was, and I said this guy's gonna be good. And everybody kept saying you're tripping. It's because his sister goes on your, or she just goes on your channel. I'm like, no, because I watch a lot of tape too. I watch his tape.
Yeah, is he a hitter?
He's a tone setter. Like,
yeah,
he's not like an ordinary like cornerback. I don't know if you saw that play where he hit DeAndre Swift from the Eagles game, where he just did like a little hit and he knocked him to the ground, and then he did a little taunting.
Yeah, that's like, bro, that's exactly what I'm looking. I want to do that's gonna hit hard and have some attitude, bro.
I've been talking about Lenore being like a legit cornerback, and everybody was laughing at me. And then now, when I keep talking about Brando being the issue, they were laughing then. Now they're pointing that issue now.
Same, bro. Same.
It is so funny.
Yeah, bro. It's just
it's not that I'm not trying to sound like I'm a football expert, but I do know I do watch the game a lot more than
Same,
it's
bro.
just like I'll show you this hit little thing. That's what everybody keeps saying. This one was like a damn good. Like, I think it's like a highlight that everybody can say, "Ooh, man, that's when we know that dude was gonna be raw." But he was a ball hawker too this year.
For real, bro.
Oh, yeah. Let me see if I can find it. But
what I was gonna say, like, bro, like I never claimed to be a football expert. All right, let me see.
Watch when he hits that dude.
Bam. Oh yeah, bro. I would sign that guy right now, bro. Just off.
Yeah, he's a nickel. He plays nickel, bro.
Off one hit, fuck it, bro.
On the nickel, he plays nickel.
Yeah, but
that's what's so good about him.
Yeah, no, I want some hitters, but like I never claimed to be football expert, or like my opinion is.
We just have different opinions as fans. We just look at the game differently than most people. Yeah, we may not play at the pro level, but we do have different perspective of how we see the game.
But it's like if you're gonna compare my opinion, I'm an obsessive fan. I watch every game, bro. I watch the same shit that these other mainstream guys watch, and I played football like a lot of my life. You're gonna tell me that these guys know way more than me? Like, that's bullshit, bro. Like, you know,
we're guys that play the game too, so we kind of have that little understanding. So I guess for those who you know, there's a clear message for those ones who never played a single down. If you've never played the game, I'm sorry, you don't have room to talk. I'm the one that I'm not the smartest man on the planet. I'm not the smartest human being. But if you've never played a single down of football and you're telling me I don't know what I'm talking about, then you need to go sit your ass down.
I wouldn't say like you. I could like respect people that have never played the game.
I can respect the opinion, but if you kind of like step the line towards where I kind of have a different, like, you know, it's a different line, you know. But
yeah, it's like don't come to me and say I don't know what I'm talking about, bro. Like, fuck you. Like, I know more than you probably, you know, just because you read stats. Like, I don't know, bro.
Stats are kind of misleading sometimes.
Very, they can be very misleading.
Like, I remember when you
can pick and choose stats.
Oh yeah, oh yeah, this guy threw 500 yards. Yeah, that defense sucks. But what happened? So remember Tom Brady had 500 yards against the Eagles. Did that mean anything in the Super Bowl? No, they lost.
Yeah, for real, bro. So I mean,
500 yards or what? Nothing. Didn't even get a ring out of it.
Did he really get 500 yards in that Super Bowl?
Yeah, he did get 500 yards, but
holy shit, I didn't even know that.
Yeah, look up that Super Bowl stat, bro. That's like the most passing yards in Super Bowl history. I think he had 500 yards. I will look it up.
Yeah, but I remember that Super Bowl.
It tells you that it doesn't mean nothing, bro.
Nick Foles had the game of his life, bro. Good for him.
He had the game of his life, and he wasn't even an elite quarterback. That's the weird part.
And then he just disappeared after that, pretty much, huh?
Yeah, it's kind of been like a backup.
That's a legendary performance, Nick Foles, bro.
Yeah, he's kind of like the Brad Johnson of the world, I guess you can say like that.
But he played great in that Super Bowl. Like, I don't know.
For sure he did, but I'm looking up the stats. Yeah, it said somewhere around 500 yards. Oh, yeah, 505 yards. Shoot.
Damn. What did Nick Foles get?
I think Nick Foles had like 200 yards or something. Let me look it up. Nick Foles,
I think he had at least 300.
I'll see. But I think the defense kind of did their part, but
yeah.
I'll look it up right now. Oh yeah, he had 373 yards,
Yeah,
three touchdowns, one pick. But
yeah.
Tom Brady had a lot of stats on that game, but he still didn't win that one.
And,
So
and you know what that's telling me is that, like, bro, the passing offense is not everything, bro. You cannot rely on that only. You know, you need to be more of a balanced team for sure.
oh yeah, for sure. Yeah. And I think everybody doesn't quite get it. You know, we're not saying we know it all, but we played it. So don't just say we don't know football when we played it.
Yeah, bro.
It's
Like,
it's a common ground. Okay, if you have an opinion about it, we can respect it, but don't say you don't know football.
yeah, bro. That's like the most frustrating thing. It's like, I'm not saying, again, I'm an expert. I know everything, but
We're
like
not experts, we're just fans.
bro, I probably know just as much as you guys that have never played or whatever, you know, probably, or at least, I don't know, bro. It's just there.
At least come as at least come as a respectful person, but don't say you don't know
Yeah,
football when I've already
yeah.
showed you proof that I played the game.
Or just, yeah, bro. Be open minded. Don't just discredit
Yeah.
my words and just throw me to the side, bro. It's like,
Yeah, some of those guys on the computer who are probably just like maybe about like I guess they would probably be like somewhere around your height or size, but they probably would run away from me because I would be like that big offensive lineman that would just maul them, bro. I would like if they came to me, bro, I would just run them like I was Larry Allen, bro. They
yeah,
wouldn't
for
touch me
real.
because
Yeah,
I was an O line or D line, bro. They wouldn't get near me.
yeah. You're probably pretty big.
Imagine going near a 300-pound guy and you want to say that to his face.
Nah. No, I know,
I'm
and I could just usually tell the people that like never play ball. The one they got attitude. They're like little fucking nasty, you
yeah,
know.
imagine a 300-pound dude running on the kickoff, making a tackle. That
Yeah,
ain't
I get
easy
out
to
of the
do.
way.
That ain't
I
easy to do.
I would get out of the way.
Dude, I was one of those kind of guys that made those kind of plays. I even went the extra mile.
Yeah,
Had to play both sides of the ball during that semi-pros, but still, it was fun. But injuries kind of derailed me, so that's why I stopped playing.
yeah.
They
I've been
wanted
there.
to get me. They wanted me to make a comeback, but I said, dude, I don't have the time for that no more.
Yeah, yeah. No, fucking. I used to be a little cornerback. Like I've always been shorter, but like I got heart, you know. So I'll be a little cornerback. Every single time a dude was like running towards me, I had to make the tackle. They would look at me and they're like, "Oh, I'm gonna run this fool over," and I had to learn how to handle that. So what I would do, right when they would like duck their head, try and bull rush me, I would fucking hit the deck, chop their kneecaps. I would chop their knees, like clean sweep them and flip them. I would do that a lot, bro. I didn't even care about their
That would
knees.
be the way to like get them to
Yeah,
trip down. Yeah,
yeah,
that's like
yeah,
a smart strategy. But for me, they would have to find other ways to beat me.
yeah,
I would not. I would be too difficult for them to take down. Sometimes some of them even had to think of different game plans how to beat me.
yeah.
There was one game plan where I had to go against a certain opponent, and my best game plan how to beat him was kind of like I did like a slap in the helmet area where he couldn't
Oh,
see because I was like I was like a D tackle or a
yeah.
DN, so I had a different technique where I slapped that dude and I
Ooh,
actually kind of put his head to the ground and I just swept around and then the
yeah,
quarterback just didn't see it coming and I just went in towards him and kind of hit him like I was gonna spear him like Edge would do, and I went
yeah.
boom, just speared him to the ground. And then the ref looked at me. It looked like he was about to flag me for that hit, but
Nah.
I kind of just pointed at him and said, "Don't even flag me, man."
I
Throw the flag.
remember, I remember, when I was a freshman in high school, I was playing cornerback on the JV team. We were in a home game or whatever. Fucking their running back gets a sweep to my side, and I gotta make a tackle 1-on-1. Bro, I swear, like all of my friends are in the stands watching. This girl I like is in the stands. Girls are in there. My friends are in there. I go to make the tackle, chop the knees. This dude jumps right over me, bro. Keeps running. He just hurdles me. Everyone's like, "Oh!" and like it was so embarrassing, dude. But yeah, that fucking good times, bro. Good times
I
for
remember
sure.
this one play where I actually kind of just didn't even see it coming, but I actually jumped over the center and I got that quarterback and I just body slammed him. Like I was
Hell yeah,
like,
bro.
you ever seen that movie where the guy just jumps right in and I'm just right over there?
Yeah, like
Dude,
the
like the
field
ball was
goal.
bad. Yeah, the quarterback had a bad snap. It was kind of like watching the water boy, but except that the quarterback was right near me and I was just jumping right in and he just kind of and I just dropped right on him.
Yeah, that's
Everybody was
hilarious.
freaked out. They're like, "Oh shit."
Yeah, bro, he probably hurt the guy.
And the quarterback just looked on the ground. I said, "You all right, man?" And he kind of just rolled over and said, "Oh, I'm good. I'm good. I'm good."
That's funny, bro.
No,
Yeah,
it
good
was just
times, bro. I had
yeah.
to give it up though. I had to give up football. Just it's a violent game. It's a brutal game, and that's why I talk about like it's important to play the game. I
Physical
think to
mindset.
it's not needed, but like it's something else, bro. It's a once in a lifetime experience. It's scary. It's
It's a
physical. It's
scary
like
kind of game. It's a risk
yeah,
factor. Like for those guys who are concerned about safety, I understand that purpose, but hey, you signed up for it.
yeah. It's
You signed up millions of dollars to put your body out there.
it's like, bro, at least show the respect to the people like the NFL players and people that have played, bro. It like takes it's a big
Some
commitment
of
to
them
do
are
that.
even criticizing those today's players, man, because of the way they're playing. Like,
Yeah,
I mean, I may not play like I used to be because I had to get multiple surgery on the ankle, but still.
shit. Damn.
I mean, I can still move. I can still move okay, but it's just not the same. I don't have that explosive quickness like I once had.
Yeah, nah, I've been lucky to get out of the game, get out of finish football, my high school, without any serious injury. I've been knocked out, not knocked out, but like I've been had my bell rung a few times, but I've never been diagnosed with a concussion. I've never had any, I've never missed a game pretty much. So yeah, I've been blessed.
I've been kind of hit with certain injuries, but it was never like it was kind of like it was just like why did it happen? Like shit, like
Yeah.
like my kneecap. I had an injury, and then they
Ooh.
had to sideline me for the year because I actually did one of their starting offensive linemen from the other team. Like I forget, it was the guard or the center, whatever it was, but he chop blocked me on my kneecap area, and then I would just.
Ooh.
But lucky for me, I didn't miss the entire season. I only missed maybe about 4 to 5 games at least, but still,
Yeah,
I didn't break nothing or nothing, which was kind of a relief, but still.
that's good. No, but
But the worst injury I've ever had to go. Like I think the fractured finger was kind of like something where I had this little messed up finger right here. So
yeah.
I actually made a play where I got to that quarterback and I just like it got stuck a little bit, and then it was dislocated, so they had to fix it.
They had to snap it back, pull that thing.
Yeah, that's why it's a little fatter than the other finger. You can tell by this finger it's a little fatter. But
Yeah. Hey,
yeah,
battle scars.
nose right here too because I got into a couple fights with some dudes, but I actually got into some fights and then I still won the battle even when my nose was like this.
Damn, hell yeah, bro.
I was a little bit of cheers for that. But hey, man, speaking of the season, man, we probably got more to talk to maybe in the upcoming season. Maybe we can do something during the draft or something.
I'm down, bro. I'm always down. I'm around here, doing podcasts, doing my YouTube thing, and just loving the Chargers, loving football. What I try and do is I try and criticize when needed the mainstream narratives because they're very strong. They're very strong, the mainstream narratives, and I feel like someone needs to keep them in check, dude. There needs to be a diverse narratives, diverse, opinions going around battling each other. It can't just be
yeah, you want to criticize them, but then they get upset if you criticize them because they're gonna say, "Oh, he's clout chasing. He's doing this. He wants clicks and views." Or like, what does that got to do with it? If you call him out, you call him out.
It's like, bro, my words I'm being real right now, and you're not even giving it a chance. And that's the sad part.
Yeah, but they're gonna call you clout chaser. That's just the weird part because if they got more followers, they're gonna say, "Oh, this small channel is trying to get my attention."
They say much nastier stuff than that, bro. But to
pretty
me, at
sure
least,
they do.
I get a lot of hate. But I'm not going anywhere, bro. I'm gonna keep it up, bro.
Hey, you know what you got to do? You got to be the bad guy.
That's what I've been doing. That's what I do pretty much.
Hey, the name Truther just sounds like something out of the ordinary, but it just sounds like something that you just come up with because you got to have some persona like I do. I have some kind of personality to some of the community. Like some of the Niners community, they hate me. There's some of them that just have a little mindset. They just said that I have an arrogant look or a little cockiest. They want to take a shot at me like a punch.
Yeah, no.
And I even told that one dude, I dare you to, and the guy doesn't say nothing. You know why he doesn't say nothing to me? Because he's not that bigger than me.
Yeah, no, I'm probably the most hated Chargers fan. Maybe not, but I think I am.
There's got to be certain other content creators that hate certain people, but I'm pretty sure there's other ones. There's got to be more others.
For people that are real, like you, and like some other people, just real who can really know me. Like, bro, I'm a good person. I'm just talking my thing, and I'm trying to get my voice heard too, just like
Yeah, you
anybody
seem like a
else
nice
and
dude.
stuff.
I mean, you
Yeah,
seem like a nice kind of guy. Maybe you're just misunderstood for some people, but I
yeah.
still think. I mean, you played the game. You were playing against Chuze Awuzie, whatever his name is.
I think it's you pronounce it weird. I've always said Chidobe Awuzie, but I think it's Chidobe Awuzie, something like that. I know.
It's a weird name to say.
Yeah, he was crazy, bro. Right in our JV year, bro, they would toss him the ball. He'd hit the sideline. If we contained him there, he'd turn it all the way back and hit the other sideline, bro. And he'd score a touchdown, like 50, 60-yard touchdown. We're like, oh, dude, this guy is special, bro. And I never beat the guy. Never beat his team. Played him like twice.
But
I
he
think,
was like, but you ever had a conversation with him before?
nah,
Just like
bro.
good game, that's it.
Yeah, pretty much that's it, bro. Nah,
They always
I
do
wish.
that all the time. They have those little handshakes. Like, hey, good game, good game, good game.
Yeah, that's it. At the end of the games, that's it. But yeah, no, it was an honor though to play against that guy for real. Like that guy was special.
I gotta say, playing against the likes of Michael Kendricks and quite a few other dudes were like the tougher ones I've had the most battles. Like,
Yeah,
I think tackling him was probably the most painful one out of them all because when I tackled him, I dislocated my shoulder pretty bad.
damn.
Because he
That
was a
sucks.
big dude. He was a linebacker, but he was playing running back too.
No, when you're good like that, you're a hitter like that. They'll
He was
fucking
yoked. He was super yoked, and you weren't going
yeah.
to tackle this guy easy. But lucky for me, I
Nah.
was able to wrap him pretty well. But my shoulder was dislocated after I made that tackle.
And that's what I'm saying, bro. Like people that have never played the game, they don't get that, bro. Like that shit is scary, bro. Like
Yeah, contact, like the physicality contact when you go against somebody that's more bigger, more physical, more bulky,
yeah, like that shit
you're
hurts.
colliding.
Yeah, you gotta have courage, bro. Like you're not just gonna be a keyboard warrior acting like you know everything. Come on.
Yeah, especially when I had to make a tackle on one of the returners. Like, dude, the guy was like a fullback, and I was tackling a fullback who was like 250.
Yeah, or something like that.
And I had to, dude, the smartest way to tackle him was trying to go right on his knee.
Yeah, like
And that's
yeah.
which I didn't want to do that, but that was the smartest way to take him down.
I would hit people in the knees.
Right there.
No, I would hit people in the knees because they're trying to run me over. Like, what do you expect I'm gonna do? I'm gonna fuck you then.
Yeah, pretty much. But hey, what's up, Moses? Yeah, I think everything we covered pretty well, but hopefully we'll see how it plays out. But I think we got you guys in the preseason. I don't think we got you on the regular season.
I'll be at that. I go to every game, every preseason when the Chargers go to Santa Clara right here at Levi's. I go to every game, every year. So if you go to that,
I had to take some. No, I took some of those concussions on alignment before, dude. But like I was talking about going against one of those fullbacks, dude. Those fullbacks.
Yeah.
Like there's even a fullback who was pretty big, bro. He was yoke, like hella yoke. Like he looked like he could be a pro wrestler.
Fullback got to be probably one of the nastiest positions.
I think they're like one of the most physical ones that nobody talks about the most because they're built running back, but they got the huge body.
That's got to be the least appreciated position for sure. I think fullback, bro, lead blocking on middle linebackers and like
it is.
Damn.
It is the easiest sport to get hurt if you contact. Like, dude, if you think tackling a running back's easy or a fullback, you're crazy. The running back can actually. Dude, one thing about a running back, like when somebody says, "Oh yeah, it's easy to tackle a running back if you go this direct," not really. The running back can actually juke you or try to outrun you certain ways. He's a little quicker than you,
or hit you with the power,
or hit you with a power move, like hit you with a power, like dude, it's happened with certain us bros, but they wouldn't know the difference, But that's just how the game is played.
Yeah,
I played
already, bro.
Yeah, for sure. Hey, but before we end this show, bro, tell everybody where they can find your social media platform.
Alrighty, I'll tell y'all real quick and I'll chug this. Chargers Truther on YouTube, on Twitter as well. And yeah, that's about it. I'm a good guy. Come through. I like to talk to people. And I'm just here to have fun and help push the Chargers to be a better team, more balanced, run the damn ball. So cheers.
Yeah, cheers. And to add to this one right here for OG, man, it is tackling a fullback can get you. It's like tackling a miniature truck.
Yeah.
Like if you put I actually had a concussion.
You're gonna get You're gonna get your
Yeah.
bell rung for sure, bro.
I got my bell rung, but I still was out there. But I had to tell the coach, "Hey, I can't see. Can you get
Oh
somebody to fill in
shit,
for me?"
bro.
And I had to missed a couple series at the time. They didn't take it seriously. I had to just clear the vision quickly.
Damn, I've never had something that bad, bro. That's
No, I
crazy.
got my bell ring, but I couldn't see, and I had to tell the coach, "Hey, I need to have somebody fill in for me a little quickly."
Damn, yeah. Damn, bro.
Yeah,
That's a lot.
yeah.
Well,
But
good
hey,
shit.
thank you guys for tuning in, and we're out, man.
All right. Peace. Thank you. Later.